Welcome back to The Point of No Return, the channel dedicated to exploring the rich history of early New France. This is the 9th and final episode of our series, The King's Daughters Filles du Roi, of early New France. Throughout this journey, we have delved into the lives, struggles, and triumphs of the remarkable young women who answered the call to build a new world. All research for this series has been inspired by the literary historical fiction novel, The Point of No Return by Sharon Des. You can find her novel on Amazon and Audible for a deeper, more personal glimpse into this captivating era. In our previous episodes, we traced the perilous journey of the king's daughters from their homes in France to the shores of the St. Lawrence River. We examined the social and political motivations behind King Louis XIV's state-sponsored immigration program, which ran from 1663 to 1673. This decade was a critical period for the fledgling colony of New France. It was a vast, sparsely populated territory, vulnerable to attacks from the Iroquois Confederacy, and at risk of being overwhelmed by the more populous English colonies to the south. The French crown, under the guidance of Jean-Baptiste Colbert, recognized that the survival of New France depended on one thing, above all else: population growth. The colony was overwhelmingly male, comprised of soldiers, fur traders, and farmers. Without women, there could be no families, no stable communities, and no future generations to call this land home. The king's daughters were the crown's ambitious solution to this demographic crisis. These women, many of them orphans from charitable institutions in Paris and other French cities, were provided with a dowry and passage to the New World. Their mission was simple, yet monumental: to marry, establish families, and populate the colony. Upon their arrival in Quebec, they were met with a society in desperate need of their presence. Within weeks, sometimes even days, most had chosen a husband from the eager suitors and were beginning their new lives, often on remote seigneuries carved out of the wilderness. They were not just wives, they were essential partners in the grueling work of clearing land, building homes, and creating a viable society from scratch. Their resilience, courage, and adaptability were fundamental to the establishment and survival of settlements along the St. Lawrence. The legacy of the king's daughters is woven into the very fabric of modern Quebec and French-Canadian identity. Their impact cannot be overstated. In just one decade, these 770 and more women dramatically and permanently altered the demographic trajectory of New France. Before their arrival, the population was small and growing at a crawl. By the end of the program in 1673, the population had nearly tripled, and a sustainable, family-based society had taken firm root. This rapid growth established a stable foundation that enabled the colony not only to survive, but also to thrive in the decades that followed. The king's daughters were, quite literally, the founding mothers of a nation. Today, their descendants number in the millions across North America. For many French Canadians, tracing their lineage back to a king's daughter is a source of immense pride, a direct connection to the foundational story of their people. These women are revered as the Matriarchs of Canada, a title that acknowledges their pivotal role in history. Their legacy is not just one of numbers and demographics. It is a story of profound human courage and determination. They were pioneers who faced an unknown world with fortitude, building families and communities that have endured for centuries. They transformed a precarious commercial outpost into a lasting society, ensuring the survival of French culture and language in North America. As we conclude our series, we honor the memory of the king's daughters, whose courage and resilience laid the very cornerstones of French Canada. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey through the lives of the king's daughters. We hope this series has given you a deeper appreciation of their incredible story. Remember to check out the novel, The Point of No Return, on Amazon and Audible to continue your exploration of this fascinating period. Join us next time on The Point of No Return, as we begin a new series exploring another chapter in the history of early New France.